Hello and welcome to Next Step Tarot. My name is Lori and this is another timeless collective reading focused on just one thing, and that is Fab Friday. What actually makes you feel fabulous? This is a weekend refresh, and this reading is not about predicting the future. It is meant to identify what genuinely elevates your mood and your energy. This is not about temporary distractions. This is talking about the real, true lift that you can receive in your mood and your energy. We are going to examine your current emotional state, what you think makes you happy, what actually does make you happy, anything that might be blocking your happiness, and how to access your happiness consistently. Happiness is often misidentified. We think it's this, and it's really got nothing at all to do with that. All right, so as I'm shuffling, I am asking for clear and grounded insight into your happiness. All right, let's see what the baseline energy is right now for you. We have the Queen of Swords. I'm going to say you're very focused here. Could be pretty neutral. I'm definitely getting peaceful. It's not high energy. It's definitely more internal thinking, meditating, self-exploration. Okay. So this is your current emotional baseline right now, your overall energy. I am noticing she's performing a mudra here. So I'm getting that she is seeking a new day dawning. This is I forget what the actual mudra is called, but that is what she's indicating here with that mudra, is there is hope for the future. There is a new day dawning. All right, let's take a look at what you think makes you happy. What's your perception here? All right. We're going to take a look at what you believe lifts you up. The Eight of Wands, talking, communicating, conversations with people, back and forth. We have two cards here now of communication. We've got the Sword with the Queen of Swords, and we've got the Eight of Wands, and that's the card of communication. But I'm getting heartfelt conversations, talking. Okay, you really feel that talking with people is what lifts you up, makes you feel happy. And this comes from conversations external to yourself, so outside of your own head. Here I am feeling like you do a lot of internalizing, internal thought processes, but you're not happy here. This is not happiness. This is seeking. The Queen of Swords is always seeking a truth, always seeking clarity, always seeking more information. Now, that's why you probably participate in thinking that these conversations are what makes you feel happiness. That there is a belief that these conversations help you grow, help you to expand, and that makes you happy. Now, let's go ahead and see what actually makes you feel good, okay? And is it in alignment with what you've got going on here right now? The Two of Wands. This is what shifts your energy. This making a decision. The Two of Wands is all about decision making that choice, taking one of those 8 wands and moving forward with it. That's what really makes you happy. That's the reality of your situation. So it's not the conversations that do it. It's once you decide what you're going to do with that information that actually makes you feel good. Oh, that's interesting. I like that. But it's a good difference to be aware of. It's not the actual conversation that you're having with yourself, with people. It's what you decide to do with the information you gained from those conversations. It's the decision that you make. Your clarity, your understanding of what you want to do with that information. I'm getting here too that the decisions that are made really aren't your decisions here. Okay, so there's something going on behind the scenes. You're kind of tied up in all of this energy, but that is what really actually makes you feel good, is when you break free and you make a choice for yourself and not let all this entanglement of what was said hold you and keep you from moving forward. Okay, so it is the act of deciding what to do with that information that actually makes you feel good. All right, let's move on. Let's see what we have here. If you know what actually makes you feel good, go ahead and write feeling good, okay? If you understand what it is that makes you feel good, go ahead and put that in the comments. And you can put it however you want. All right, let's move on and see if there's any interference here. Is there anything that blocks your happiness? The 10 of Swords. All right, first we want to cover that the 10 of Swords is about, 10s are about releasing, finishing up, tying up the loose ends, letting things go. Here, this does look like surrender. This person is on their knees, their head is bowed, their hands are crossed. They're surrendering. Okay, they are at the point where they're no longer going to disagree with what's being said or done. I'm getting a very strong message here that this is the thing that really makes you happy is making your own decision here. Okay, so you like to have conversations, you like to gather information, but sometimes you don't actually act on the information that you have for your highest good, for yourself. Instead, you keep yourself tangled up and tied to the past because of what other people want, okay? You can tell that I don't look at my camera when I'm doing this. I'm looking at the cards. And if you want to know what I'm basing this on in the tarot aspect, if you look, the vine goes all the way down the one staff that you're holding on to here. It wraps all the way around your feet, your boots, your leg coverings are the same vine that goes up your arm, around your body, and then ties back into this other wand. Okay, so there's the knowing that when you make a decision for yourself, you feel good about that. But when you feel like you're making the decision based on what other people think, what other people have told you, this is what keeps you from moving forward. You're like, oh, I have to surrender my happiness for this belief. I have to surrender what I want to do, my choice, because I need to keep the peace. I have to be harmonious here. So that may be blocking you, thinking that, well, this is the way everybody else does it. This is what everybody else expects of me. This is why I'm perceiving my happiness as these conversations. But in reality, it's when you make your own decision. Let's go ahead and see how to access your happiness. Okay, what can you do to bring this to you anytime you want to make your own decision? What can you actually do here? The King of Pentacles. All right, reminding yourself that this is stability. When you make your own choice and you consistently make choices for yourself, make these decisions for yourself. You can gather the conversations, you can have the conversations, but you make up your mind for yourself. You're not surrendering to anybody else's will or their desire. You're a king, queen in your own right. You're stable, it's practical, it's down to earth, it's repeatable. Okay, and once you plant the seed, what happens? Things continue to grow, and now you get to blossom. See the vine all over this King of Pentacles? You get to blossom. So you're keeping your connections, which those conversations with people, you do enjoy that. You do enjoy those conversations, but the happiness, your true happiness, actually lies in the making of the decisions for yourself. And once you do start doing this on a regular basis, it builds the stability. All right, so if you so choose to do any type of homework here, in the next 48 hours, you can do 3 things. Do one activity that genuinely improves your energy. Okay, something from this reading. Making a decision for yourself, having this conversation, and realizing that you don't have to take all the advice or information verbatim. You get to do with it what you choose. Remove one activity that falsely promises your happiness. Maybe these conversations aren't what really make you happy. So maybe you don't want to have these conversations all the time. Maybe once a week instead of every day. All right. And then repeat the positive action 2 times. Do it twice. Okay. This is how you're going to build your ability to activate your happiness without even having to think about it in the future. It's just like anything else. Practice makes better. Okay. We have to build the habit. We have to build the routine. So that's the best way to do it. All right. And what you're tracking here is your energy before this situation here. What's your energy after? And what actually worked for you. Make sure you write those things down so that you can keep track. That's how you're going to build that consistency. Only when you remember it. And there will come a time where life is going pretty good and then all of a sudden, boom, wait a minute, I'm back in this energy again. What did I do last time? And if you don't write it down, you're not going to remember. You think you will. Even if you have one of those photographic memories, something will keep you from remembering it. So please get a little journal and write it down. All right, your goal here is to replace one false boost or lift of happiness with the real one. Okay. All right. So keep in mind that this is just a single step on the journey of your life. Make the next step when you take be your deliberate choice. Okay. Make sure you're clear on where you want to take your next step and then do so. Also, if you would like personal guidance, there are links below. I'm offering coaching conversations. These are going to be shorter, little snippets to discover what you might want to do in the future. Okay. And we can build a plan from there. If you want a personal reading, that link is directly below. You can either email me or use my Calendly. All right. Until the next reading, I am wishing you well. Namaste.